Hi everybody, Mischa here with word of the day, and there it is. Nabob. What is a nabob? I mean, it's a very odd sounding word, you must admit. Well, here's what it is. A nabob originally was a Muslim governor or viceroy or, functionary in the old Mogul Empire in India. And in the 18th century, when the British East India Company was in India doing its, colonizing thing, there were many, many men who worked for the East India Company who made a fortune and returned to England with that money. And the problem, of course, is that in England was incredibly class conscious. You're supposed to stay in your own lane, money or not. And so these folks were called nabobs themselves for being that way, for throwing their money around. Okay, now today we use this word very the same way, really, for the same type of person. Somebody who has more money than God and uses that money to gain profit and power at the expense of everybody else. Okay, now where does this word come from? It actually comes from Hindu to Portuguese to French and then into English. And it comes into English in the writings of Horace Walpole. Now, we know Horace Walpole already. He coined the word serendipity for us, and he also wrote the first Gothic novel, The Castle of Otranto. In addition to that, he was a very witty, dry guy. He was a politician. His dad, Robert Walpole, was actually the first de facto prime minister of England. Okay, now when it comes into English in the 1770s, Horace Walpole writes, a set of nabobs swimming in their oriental wealth have infested our parliament. I know how he felt. In any case, how do we use this word today? Oh, very, very easy. I'll give you two examples. Here's the first one. Just a few years ago, the tech bros were widely considered very positively as people of accomplishment, but not these days. These days, they are absolutely seen as nabobs who use their money to get more profit and more power and interfere in the government at the expense of the rest of us. And my second sentence is about, well, Venice. I lived in Italy for a while, and man, Venice is just, it's a very special place. And I was extremely heartened and happy when I saw that when one of the world's biggest nabobs wanted to have his big old wedding there and really shut the town down, Venice said, if you can rent Venice, you could pay some extra tax. Go Venice. Okay, listen, try using this word. It's really pretty easy. There are plenty of nabobs around, and put it in the comments, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Hi, remember you guys, if you are going to buy books, let's really try as hard as we can to support independent booksellers. So, for example, if you were going to pick up a copy of The Castle of Otranto by Horace Walpole, you could buy that. Or a really, really beautiful book like this, Venice, the Lion City. Oh, gorgeous book. Anyhow, if you want to support those independent booksellers, then make sure that you go to bookshop.org/word of the day. And let's support those guys.